Warning, listening may result in hurt feelings, blocked stylists, and unbooked clients. Fuck That Formula podcast contains bold opinions, industry confessions, fun, foolishness, and a whole bunch of fuckery. So enjoy the damn show. Hey everyone, welcome to Fuck That Formula podcast, with a podcast where we keep it cute but never quiet. Podcast full of facts, foolishness, and fuckery. Today we're your hosts. I'm Valerie.
Shirl.
And this episode is brought to you by Toxic Salon Energy. Toxic Salon Energy.
Toxic Salon Energy.
So have you been in a toxic salon?
Have I been in a toxic salon? Oh, yes. Yes. What am I even thinking about? Yeah, I have. And I wasn't in there. I wasn't in there for long. I wasn't in it
Just back home?
for long. This was back home.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know. Both?
I was just trying to clarify.
Woo! Shot. Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me get it together.
It wasn't the salon energy that was toxic. It was the admin toxic.
Okay. Like admin, like it's the owners or the front desk or like
some of the leadership.
Oh, I can honestly say, like, I have not worked in I'm not going to say I've never worked in a toxic salon. I'm saying I've never worked in, like, one that would just be, I don't even know how to word this. Why are you looking at me? There's different levels of toxicity. Yeah, that word. Mm-hmm. There's different levels. So I would say probably on the level of where this dirty chair confession is today, not that toxic, but have I been in environments, salon atmosphere that weren't right for my soul, or weren't right for me, or it was toxic to me? Yes.
Okay. So, okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too.
Yeah, but I can't.
Right.
Yeah, but then like just out toxic where it's just, but yeah, I have been in that situation.
Okay. Toxic for me.
Toxic for you.
Individually.
Yes, because it may not be toxic for everybody else, but it's toxic for you.
It may not. May have just been some bullshit.
Do you want to go elaborate on what happened? Not really.
No, maybe in the dirty chair confession one day. You'll never know.
So let's just do the dirty chair confession. So.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just get into it. Let's just get right into it. Wait, before we get into it, and this is really like we always say, y'all, please let us know your thoughts on the topics. But as far as when a salon ain't salon and toxic salon energy, first of all, what is toxic salon energy to you? What causes toxic salon energy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of factors that go into a salon being toxic.
It is.
It can go from, it can be the manager, it could be the front desk, it could be the staff, it could be policies, it could be a lot of different things. It could be a lot of things.
It could be safety measures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is different levels to it as far as toxic. But toxic is motherfucking toxic.
Toxic is toxic. If the shit doesn't feel right to me, that's toxic. And
I'm talking about skull and crossbone X.
Damn. Nice.
But it's all good. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool because once you realize that you're in some toxic shit, that's just like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Once you realize that, get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you said, it could be based on leadership. It could be based on management. It could be based on
hell. It could just be the client.
It could be the client.
It could be just the clients that come in and with all the bullshit that comes with them. And
it could be. And then it could be like we was talking about on the other episode. You could just be a lit ass salon, and people could consider that toxic.
Yeah.
But we you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You may not be lit. I mean, you may not be toxic. We just lit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean, you have a
So,
salon that has a lot of damn there's some salons that got a shitload of policies.
mhm,
Somebody be like, them just too many goddamn rules for me. I
mhm.
don't want to be. I don't. That's toxic. I want to be free.
Yeah, yeah,
So
and it doesn't make sense. So I mean, yeah, to each his own, but toxic is toxic, and what may be toxic for me may not be toxic for
right.
you, and vice versa. So, uh,
But
moving forward to the dirty chair confession, because this could go a long way. This could go a
this can
long
go the
way.
wrong way or the right way, and we definitely don't. We really don't care if it goes the wrong way, but we ain't really trying to go the wrong way.
But like we say all the time, hey man, just laugh and move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Laugh,
Don't
have
be
a
trying
good
to sue us.
time.
We ain't
Don't be
calling no
trying,
names.
yeah, don't be trying to sue us. Damn, don't be trying to fire your stylist or block your clients and shit. Shout out your clients and shit or whatever. Man, leave that shit on the phone, laugh and keep it moving. Okay, let's go. Let's say. This person said I got hired at this upscale salon that was giving sex on social media, but Dollar Tree in real life. Damn.
Hold up, the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree?
Well, it's all
Because
$1.25
$1.25 is a little upgrade, so maybe. So
well, actually, it's all $1.25 and up because they got a whole five and up aisle in the $1.25 tree. But this motherfucker said, I got hired at an upscale salon that was giving sex on social media, but Dollar Tree in real life. First day, the salon owner showed up 2 hours late with Starbucks and an attitude like we were lucky to be there. Mind you, the floor was dusty, the shampoo bowls looked like they survived a war, and there were still lashes stuck to the damn waiting area. Lashes stuck to the waiting area chair. We had no structure, no team meetings, just passive aggressive post-it notes and good vibe only signs on the wall while the owner trash talked half the staff in the break room. Clients would walk in confused because nobody at the front desk knew what was going on. Hell, neither did we. You couldn't bring your own products without getting side-eyed, but the back bar was emptier than my edges during humidity season. Damn, she got all the damn ad libs and cues. The energy was so toxic. I saged my chair before every client, and don't get me started on leadership. And fake it till you make it was a person, baby. It was my boss. She couldn't even style her own wig, let alone lead a team. I left midweek and took my towel steamer with me. Now I work solo and the air smells like eucalyptus and peace. 10 out of 10 would not recommend that salon.
Damn.
So that salon, they fucked her up so bad they took her to the sweet life.
Baby, she had to sage everything.
I mean,
she had to use sage and a blunt.
Sage and a blunt.
Or the blunt was the size of the sage.
She like, y'all got me all the way fucked up. Why is this so not far fetched though? Why is it so right? Why is it so not far fetched?
That's the crazy part is that this same confession, this is not even. You hear so many people talk about shit like this that goes on in salons, and you're just trying to understand, like, who the hell runs a salon this unorganized? People who don't know how to run business. Yes.
People who either don't know how to run businesses or are just over it.
Yeah.
They over it. Over it, burnt out, do their clients and leave. Not, you know what I mean?
Well, then you probably shouldn't be a
whatever.
salon owner.
I mean, but hey.
I mean, you could be a salon owner. Maybe you shouldn't be in there on the day-to-day.
So, or, yeah, that, or get you a salon manager.
Salon manager. Or take you some professional development courses.
Yeah, and get you a cleaning crew to clean the lashes up off the area.
So what's funny is because the lashes are stuck, because I take my lashes off in the truck, and so
my
anywhere, and I will stick them onto something, and I'll come back later and be like, oh,
Yeah.
The hoes still laying there.
Yeah.
They will be sitting on the side of my truck. Like yeah.
Yeah, that's why
So,
I'm like, this is not far fetched at all. Like I get it. But then she hit with uh there was no structure, no team meetings, just passive aggressive post-it notes and good vibe only signs. Hey, you know them good vibes only signs.
we got a good vibe.
We definitely do. Good vibe only signs. Um, but the owner was trash talking half the staff in the break room.
And see, that's messy. So that's another thing about like when we were talking about salon life versus suite life before, because that's one of the problems. That's one of the problems that happens in salon. You end up being in a salon, and it can become messy. You have the owner talking shit. You got the stylist talking shit. You got then you minus the people taking stuff from you. And then as far as there's no structure and there's no just post-it notes, I wish you'd have told what post-it notes were like. What were they saying?
I could see them. I can imagine them post-it notes like, "Quit eating my shit."
I remember I used to work at a salon, and the owner never really said. Again, she let me she let me run up and down the salon, hollering and cussing and fussing, because she was kind of over it. She had been doing hair for about 30 years. She was kind of over it, but she would say whatever. But I think because she was just like, I think she just was like, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as we're not tearing up anything,
Right.
she's whatever. I was the person that, for me, like clean. I don't like dirty shit everywhere.
You was the unsaid, untitled salon manager.
Yeah, because I didn't like shit on the floor.
Natural. It just comes natural. I worked in a salon that I love dearly. Like that is my. I was like, I owe this salon everything, and I was I would consider myself to be the unsaid manager. If something needed to be done, I was gonna do it. If something needed, if they needed this, I did it. If I'm like, hey y'all, let's do this, or let's, say do that. And sometimes the owner may be too busy, may have a lot of shit going on that they don't have the time, and they ain't really realizing that this is going on or not going on or whatever the case may be. So it is refreshing and good to have a solid stylist, a solid seasoned person to be like, you know what, let me get this shit together with no with no
but is that the end?
Want nothing in return.
But if you're in this position as this person, what do you do? Like you don't.
You do what they did. She was over it, so she left. She was shit. She like shit. I'm about to go get me a suite, and I'm taking my motherfucking towel steamer with me. Going to my suite where it smells like eucalyptus and peace. That's what she said. 10 out of 10 would not recommend that salon.
Yeah, because I've been online and people have shown like salons, and I ain't gonna lie, it is not to put down braiding salons, but I do find it more at braiding salons, like just kind of what I've seen online. And again, I don't know if it's because you don't have to have a license to be a braider or not. So it's not the trash braiders, because not everybody. I know some braiders keep they salon cleaner than mine, but I've seen salons where there's bags of food and shit laying around. There's rats, and there's a rat that comes through here. There's roaches and bugs and shit, and that's toxic. That's not even
skull and crossbones.
Yeah, that's a goddamn OSHA health hazard. Gonna come through. If TDLR comes in, your ass gonna get fined.
Right. And ultimately, I don't care who you are, what salon is. If you eating, just put the shit in the trash or whatever. Yeah. And that needs to, that could be a rule. So post-it notes. That was probably another post-it note.
Well, maybe she should have
after yourself.
But maybe she should have set a policy in it instead of. So this is the thing. Everyone hates damn policies. I don't know why, but I always tell people the rules are there because something has happened.
Absolutely.
That causes us to have these rules.
Yeah.
And so if you're in a salon, if you see like, okay, y'all ain't cleaning, y'all ain't doing the shit y'all supposed to do, y'all ain't doing this. So now we're gonna set a standard like, all right, you gotta do this, everybody needs to do this, everybody do that. People who don't want to do that, okay, well, you either on probation, this ain't for you. As simple as that. You can control the salon so it doesn't become toxic, because she's saying she wouldn't recommend that salon to anybody else. And it's kind of like, and in the hair business, we know hairstyles, and hairstyles are always looking for a home or her, but because of that experience, she's never going to recommend a client to go over there, and she's never going to recommend a stylist. So now that's a business that's just going to, they're pulling themselves down a drain. But you're going to let that bullshit like that stop y'all from doing whatever.
But it could be prevented,
Mm-hmm.
because when you have a shop, a salon, you have to have policy. You have to
Yes.
have salon meetings.
Yes.
They are. I don't care how much we turn up and how lit we are, and if Wednesdays is wind down Wednesdays and
I don't give a shit if
Saturday
it's
is
two of
coming.
y'all in there.
I don't care. We need to have salon meetings, and there needs to be policies in effect. Policies for us to follow, policies for your clients, our clients to follow as well, to keep it smooth, to keep it from being toxic.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think it's simple as that,
No.
but it's not. So I will say, at my salon, I had one, two, three, four. I had four chairs, and I had four salon chairs, and one, two, three tables. But at one time, when I at the full, I had four chairs filled and two nail tables. Um, it's not easy, and you absolutely have to be. Um, you have to put your priorities in order, because
Mm-hmm.
it's so easy to allow your personal life to affect your business to the point to where you kind of push your business to the side, because I
Mm-hmm.
got so much to focus on over here.
Mm-hmm.
So now it may not be getting all the attention and all the love,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, that it needs. So it may be a little bit off the chain, and you know what I'm saying, this may need to be cleaned up more. This may need to be, you know, touched on, but I'm so busy over here, I can't really, you know what I mean? So it's easy to do. So it ain't no knock on all of that. It's just like, okay, at this point, take some time to set some boundaries
Mm-hmm.
for yourself, set some boundaries, set some structures, put things into perspective
Mm-hmm.
for yourself and your personal life. And as far as your salon goes, put things into perspective, and have those team meetings so you can, if you need to delegate certain things
Yeah.
to different people, then
Yes.
do that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because like we said before, your vibe attracts your tribe. So if I got a team, I you know what type of team that you need in your salon. If
Yeah.
I got a team and I'm like, all right, y'all, we are a team. I know each one of y'all are individual contractors, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, contractors and booth renting,
Mm-hmm.
but we got to keep this thing running.
But it starts at the top, and that's what a lot
It
of
does.
business owners in this industry fail to realize. And I'm thinking about all salons. I don't care if it's suites, whatever. Even
Suites,
even
it's
like
franchise,
even like
booth
here,
rent.
even like here in our suite, if the cleaning lady doesn't come through, first of all, I've called. Is she coming through today? And they were like,
Right.
why? Because the shit is dirty. Like I don't like I don't like hair in the hallway. I don't
Right.
like trash in the bathroom. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So it starts at the top. If you're going to be a leader, if you're going to be an owner, a manager, or whatever, you set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are unorganized, or you don't know how to manage people, or you don't know how to manage a salon,
Mm-hmm.
then you may need to find someone that does know how,
Right.
that you can like lean on. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it all starts from the top. So if you a messy ass owner, guess what? Your
You're gonna have
stylists are gonna be messy. The
and you're gonna
salon
have
is
a
gonna be
messy
messy.
ass salon.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about messy as far as like literally messy. I'm saying messy as in, oh, she said this about so and so. She talked
Drama.
drama.
Yeah.
So if you messy, shit, everybody in that salon is gonna be messy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And just like mess, miscommunication,
Mm-hmm.
drama, all of that is different from being lit, having a good time. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? The differences of fuckery and all that, because you got to put that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, you got to know how to have a good time. You got to know how to be professional. You got to know how to turn it on and how to turn it off. But no matter what, you got to keep your shit clean. You
Yep.
got to keep it clean. You got to keep it welcoming and inviting and all of that kind of stuff for, like I said, your stylist and your clients.
Mhm.
Who the fuck is going to want to walk into a place and do you walk in and it's like, ugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Bring it on back to the cut when she said it was given sex online but
Mm.
Dollar Tree in real life.
And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I have seen some really gorgeous, like when you see the, it's kind of like the restaurant business right now. You know how you see everything is Instagrammable.
Yeah.
Like everybody picture look like, oh, this shit's gonna be fly in there.
Oh,
They went,
absolutely.
they went
Oh, the
to
marketing is impeccable.
they went to Z's gallery and bought all this nice ass expensive stuff just to get in there. And you be like, first of all,
Don't look,
half of you these hoes don't know how to do hair. Second of all, y'all messy as shit, and then y'all know how to run a business. So all that decorating, all that extra shit, don't none of that mean nothing.
but I mean, you could decorate to the fullest. You could decorate
Hmm.
and have the most beautiful appearance,
Until you get
and
in that shit,
and and
don't look too close.
don't look too hard.
No, 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 no,
Don't
don't do
look
that.
too hard because then you'll see things that haven't been thoroughly. But you could, I mean, but because you could decorate and you can have the most beautiful uh props and the gorgeous decorations, but them shits got to be cleaned and wiped off and everything too. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I've
I
never over decorated my salon.
you know what I did?
I don't like. First of all,
Shit,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't like dusting. If I gotta dust off extra shit, that means that's extra. I dust at home. I don't
right,
want to be. I'm gonna clean what I need to clean. But if I
right,
got a bunch of
and
extra
that's
shit,
cool.
yeah,
Being minimalist and just have
yeah,
stuff that looks like that's cool. But I'm saying if you are gonna go that extra route, if you are
mhm,
gonna have this, if you are gonna have that light colored stuff and everything, you have to take into consideration that you have to keep this shit clean. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? You have to keep it up to par. It's so much more than just what it looks like, or you know what I'm saying?
yep,
The actual look of it. Because when people are sitting in the waiting area waiting to be seen, or sitting there getting service, they're looking. They're
mm.
looking and they're smelling and they're observing,
And
like
they're
all of
judging,
that.
and they're
And,
judging.
yeah, and they're judging, unfortunately, but that's just how shit goes. You know what I mean? They're gonna judge you on your looks. They're gonna judge you on the atmosphere. They're gonna judge you on how you made them feel. They're gonna judge you on how it smells. They're gonna judge you on everything. They
Yeah,
are. That's just how it is. So if you got all this light colored shit, but you ain't cleaned or dusted shit not know how long,
yeah,
then you're gonna be judged for that.
yeah,
As you should.
yeah,
Because it's get some motherfucking gray or black or burgundy or something, you know what I mean?
yeah. Keep so at least look
But
clean.
but some of that stuff is really nice. It
Yeah,
may be really nice,
it's,
but
it's really
all the
great for
thing
pictures.
is it's really great for pictures, but for um everyday use, everyday
Mhm.
you gotta take all of this into consideration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like keep that shit up.
Mhm.
Keep that shit clean. Keep that shit tidy. Keep it well maintained, well maintenance. Well, you know what I'm saying? Keep it up. And it does get tiring after a while.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But this is what you
Why I don't
signed
do?
up for.
Yeah, this is
This
why
is
I don't
what
have
we
a bunch of
signed
shit
up
in my salon.
for. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When I had my salon, it was just like, oh my gosh. But it was just like, if this what you said, this what you wanted. This what you wanted, ain't it? What you gonna do? Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to
So
do it. So it is what it is ultimately. But when the salon ain't salon, and
so they talk about like bullying as far as leadership bullying. In a salon, making people feel uncomfortable in a salon. Trying to like I was explaining to you earlier. someone works at, a couple of salons and is like, well, what they doing over at that salon? Or what they doing over there at that salon? You know what I'm saying? And kind of putting you in the middle,
Yeah.
and it makes you feel uncomfortable. That can be considered toxic.
That's toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
It's also toxic as fuck to fuck. It's also toxic as fuck to intimidate other stylists.
Yes.
To intimidate other stylists. You got a stylist that's fresh, that's coming in, or maybe not fresh, that's coming in, but a new stylist or whatever the case may be. And she needs to feel welcomed and warmed. And you know what I'm saying? She needs to know that it's okay for her to observe you doing your work because we work together. Even if we are individually contracted or whatever the case may be, we work together. I want you to know how to do this. I want you to know how to do these finger waves. I want you to know how to, properly do this silk press or whatever the case may be.
Do you think that I think what is missing, and I think what happens with stuff like that, I think people who are running salons or owning salons or whatever need to probably start taking more leadership courses.
Okay.
Because just like everybody want to teach and everybody want to coach, but everybody's not a teacher and everybody's not a coach. That's just
what it is.
That's just not your thing.
Right.
You may want to be a coach and you may want to be a leader and an owner, but that's not your thing. Maybe you need to fall into another role. And so maybe it's everybody, because everybody want to be a boss right now. Everybody thinks it's a boss move to own a salon. But if you're not taking care of your people in that salon, or like I said, yeah, but even then, even if you get a salon and you're like, I really want to do this shit, and you realize that this shit is kind of toxic there, that is your key to be like, you know what? Let me take some classes. Let me take a course on leadership.
Absolutely.
Let me take a course on, and it's a funny thing. It doesn't even have to be a course that's for salon leadership. It can literally be a leadership course in general. How to a behavioral type course.
Yes.
It could just be how to communicate with people.
How to learn how to deal with differences of opinions.
Yeah.
All of that.
How to manage.
How to be personable.
Yeah.
All of that. That is so very necessary. Yeah. Absolutely necessary.
Because then, like I said, it doesn't have to be in our industry, but at the very least, you should take some type of classes on how to prevent situations like this from happening in a salon. Now, sometimes you can't. Some shit just happens, and it just is what it is. But they should be more one-off than they are regular.
I totally agree with that. I 100% agree with that. As a whether you're a salon owner and you hire someone to run your salon, then they should have leadership skills.
Yeah.
Management skills. Know how to be personable with people. You have to know how to communicate with people. Your delivery has to be okay.
Yeah, because I know
at least okay.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, my delivery be fucked up a whole lot of times. Not even gonna lie. That's because I'm very direct. But because I recognize that, and I recognize sometimes
you can redirect it.
I can redirect it because I know my delivery.
Some people just fucked up and either know they fucked up and don't care, or just think they just got it all together, got it all like that, and their delivery is fucked up. They have no personal skills, and they still trying to run shit, but running motherfuckers away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, straight like that. Back to the cut again. I agree. Leadership skills, personal skills, all of that is necessary in order to prevent salon toxicity.
Yeah.
Because how we gonna run this place smoothly if we scared to talk to you as a leader, or if we got to talk about you behind your back, or you talking about us behind our back as a leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I even get some places are like, Um, I don't want to have personable relationships with my stylist, or what I'm saying. Cool,
That's fine.
that's fine. And I get that because you don't need to be back here talking shit about her with her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I totally get that. We don't have to be cool, but I'm still gonna be personable with you.
Right.
I need to build a rapport with each one of my stylists.
Right.
So I can know how to communicate with you, so you can feel safe communicating with me in whatever the situation may be, whether it's regarding a coworker, whether it's regarding a stylist, a personal issue that you need to discuss with me, or whatever.
So that's a conflict resolution course they need to take.
Conflict resolution.
I'm going to use those nice words. Conflict resolution.
It's a conflict resolution.
Because if we are using, because this is the thing, when you're in business, you can't resolve conflict how you would on the street. It don't work the same. So in business, you can't just as an owner come in and just be like, so I heard you was over there talking shit. So bitch, what's up? Like you can't do that. In business, you have to have some decorum, but you have to be able to professionally
say that again, and then I'm gonna rephrase it in a way that I would think would be. You can't do what? You can't come in off the street.
I can't come on the street and be like, so what? I heard you talking shit. So bitch, what's up? Like, what's going on?
Okay. So it has been brought to my attention that you may have some concerning issues with the salon or the way that I conduct things within the salon.
See, is that shit.
Anything that we could further discuss as far as this matter?
You got to be able to turn that shit on and off. Because in the street, I'm for all that other shit. I'm for the fuckery. I'm with the shit in the street. But when we're in business, there is a certain way that we have to be able, if you have a staff, there has to be a certain way you approach everyone. And there has to be a certain way that you, do your conflict resolution. And, and as she said, they had no staff meetings. They had anything. What I will say is, and it's something that I've noticed, because I've noticed with my son, 18, a lot of times, especially like this younger generation, they be on some shit. This is how I am.
Right.
This is how I get down. This is why.
Well, I didn't learn like this.
I ain't learned like this. This is what I do. And they think a lot of times that the shit that they do is acceptable everywhere.
Right.
So when they realize that when you come into a salon atmosphere, which is probably why a lot are going to suites, but when you realize you come into a salon atmosphere, that shit you bring is toxic because this is not business, it's not professional. And so I think a lot of younger generation is having to learn a harder way that I really can't, like, I can't come in like that. Just it's accepted on the street, but that shit is not accepted in here. We can't be in a salon fighting.
Right.
I can't be in a salon while you doing somewhere, and you've seen it yourself on social media. We doing hair, and all of a sudden the two stylists sit next to each other like, well, bitch, I can't. Girl, we're at work.
We're at work. We're
at work.
Or there was a situation that had happened before. It was a while ago. And this was back home. And a young lady was performing a service on her client. And she was to change her baby's diaper. And she was to change her baby's diaper. No, first, yes. She was to change her baby's diaper. Use a wipe to wipe her hands. And then she continued servicing her client. Okay? And then I guess
that's the problem.
And then some time had went past, and then she ate, cleaned her hands with a wipe, and the client asked her to
wash your goddamn hands. Because bitch, a wipe is not gonna do
wash your hands. Well, the stylist had an issue with that, and it was a whole back and forth. So, if I'm not mistaken, the client was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool on this service altogether. You know what I'm saying? I'm
shit
cool.
else from you.
I don't need shit else from you.
I have wave. I'll finish the rest of my waves when I get home.
I didn't want to let her out. She like, nah, bitch, you about to pay me my money and this and this. And I mean, it was a whole to do back and forth.
I'll pay you in wipes, bitch. I'll pay you in wipes.
And then she didn't have no problem with me. Now, mind you, I just changed my daughter, or I just ate a whole meal and wiped my hands.
I don't want your daughter's shit in my hair. First of all, why is the baby? first of all, why is the baby at the salon?
I mean,
why are we changing diapers at the salon?
Because hey.
That's my toxic. That's toxic for me.
Hey, been there, done that. Now, my babies are shop babies. Like
my baby is not a shop baby.
I had to do what I had to do, and I had to bring my babies to the salon.
I get that, and if you're going to do that, that is fine. If that's how you have to roll, but you will not. What you will not do is wipe your ass, your baby's ass, your man's ass, and think you about to get in my head with just wiping with a wipe. We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing so right. There were some boundaries there. Like I totally get that. I'm with you on
lacking boundaries.
So I brought lacking boundaries. So I brought that up because that was toxic as fuck. And it's like, why would you think that that's okay?
Yes.
Why would you think that that's okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So salon owner.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're there or not, which I'm assuming that they probably were not. Why would your operator think that it was okay to conduct herself?
Yeah.
Like, why would she even think that it's okay to conduct herself?
Okay, so question. Do you think that some of the reasons why there are some toxic salons is because, okay, let me rephrase it. Do you you see more toxic salons in booth renting shops or actual commission salons? And I ask that because a lot of times in booth renting salons, when you're booth renting, most of the time you're independent contractor, right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of people assume because you're an independent contractor, I do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
But you're an independent contractor in my goddamn place. You get what I'm saying? Like
that part.
Yeah.
No, that's where the miscommunication happens.
Yes, because you're independent.
Yeah.
But this is my shit.
Yeah.
And I have a brand.
Yeah.
I have an image. I have whatever standards or whatever that I want to have in my salon.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think it's because a lot of salon owners that have booth renters or whatever, do you think because they are booth renters and they feel like they are independent, I can't really tell her what to do because
not even I can't really tell them what to do because, like we said before, that's my space, that's my establishment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. I don't think, in my opinion, it's more so I'm trusting you. I'm not there, so I'm going to trusting you to conduct yourself and to run your business within my business how it's supposed to be done. I'm trusting you to do this because I got other shit to do.
Yeah, because I'm thinking what happens a lot of times is, and I think I feel like I see this a lot more in booth renting type situations, just because a lot of people, they come in as booth renters and they're like, shit, I'm independent, bitch, I ain't gotta. But I think if you're gonna be a booth renting salon, you still should have, as an owner, you still should set the basic standards and the rules.
You have to.
Because even if you have a stylist that's like, yeah, well, shit, I got kids that come in all the time. I have, I let kids come in, they mamas, they friends, and everybody else join in. Because, see, for me, that's toxic. A bunch of goddamn people in the salon, they ain't getting hair done. That's toxic for me. So maybe that's something as an owner, they should be like, hey, there's only one additional guest that needs to come in. Hey, if you're going to service kids, don't have them running around, whatever. If your clients are going to eat, just the policies. And I'm just naming them just because it's very common for people just to come in your place and just do what the hell they want to do. Yeah.
But they only going to do it if you allow them to. If you nip that shit in the bud, then it's done. Yeah. Now I can decide if this is salon, whether you're a client or a stylist. Now I can decide if this is the salon for me or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to nip that shit in the bud because that shit can become toxic really quick. You know what I mean? I don't need a bunch of extra people to come with you. You know what I mean? As a stylist, and this is just me personally, and because I will say that when I ran my salon, I could think of a lot of mistakes that I made.
Right.
So many mistakes that I made.
Yes.
I ran my salon from my heart.
And that is like the number one no.
Absolutely.
No. You can't run it from your heart.
Run it from your
this
heart.
is business. This ain't personal.
Right.
It's business.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's something that I had to learn. So I'm thinking like, I remember when, well, yeah, I had it, like that too. I remember it being like that. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So that was something that I had to learn, like, no. So it's a lot of things that I look back on and I realized that, you know what I'm saying, I shouldn't have done. I should have sharpened up on or whatever the
I
case
mean,
may
we
be.
all have this where we
And
feel like we could have ran business differently because I damn well could have ran my
yeah,
business differently,
so
but it wasn't toxic.
no, and it wasn't
Okay.
toxic.
Yeah.
It wasn't toxic. And even like as far as like with kids to work. Now, I brought my daughter. I used to have to bring her to my son. He used to come every now and then, but he was a boy. He wasn't trying to be all in there like that or whatever. My daughter, she's my firstborn. We damn near grew up together, and she was a shop baby. So she was 2 years, 1.5, 2 years old, 3, 4, 5 on up.
Uh-huh.
Really, real life, grew up in the shop. Like grew up in the shop, and I had to bring her there because I didn't have no choice. But you're gonna sit over here with your crayons and your coloring
But
book.
you made her mind. Like she knew to sit her ass.
Yeah, but all my clients loved her down.
Well, because they like
do.
to kind of see the kids grow up. Because I know my clients, they love to see my son grown up. But he didn't come to the salon that often with me. Thank goodness. Oh, thank God. My village was like, yeah, I'll come get him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna drop him off.
But you know what the thing is? My clients
they looked after
were
her.
My village.
Yeah, they looked after her. That's what I'm saying.
My village as well. So they
that's what I'm saying, Charlene. I'm not even against kids. If your child is sitting still and I'm not against kids at the salon. What I'm against is them loud ass kids that's running around the salon,
right,
and tearing up shit. Now that's what I got a problem.
Listen, and so and I also feel this way. I don't give a fuck who feels any. I don't give a fuck who feels any other type of way. Like I don't care. This is how I feel. I don't care if I got my kids over here in the back in the cut and they coloring or eating or doing whatever they doing over here. If I say clients, no kids allowed, that's what the fuck I mean. Hey,
that's what the fuck I mean.
That's what I mean. And if you feel any if you feel any other type of way, this may not be the salon for you.
Right.
My kids are over here doing their thing.
Right.
I can handle them. I can control them. There's been too many kids that come in the salon with their mom while they get their hair done or while they laying back in the shampoo bowl and they running around here and they asking for this and they asking for that and they doing this and doing that. I can't control your kids. I can snatch mine up and sit them down, but I may not even have to because they already know what you know what I'm saying, what the deal is. So I don't give a fuck if my kids is over here doing their thing. Bitch, I said no kids allowed.
Yeah. My son used to come in, he used to sit down, he would do his like little homework, and all the other ladies in the salon would, take care of him or whatever. But I didn't have that issue. Like if he did have to come, it was sit your ass down, and I'm not. If I got to be mama while I'm at work, then we got a problem. Because I need to be stylist and owner right now. I can't be mama at work. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that.
But for some people, that's what I said. I'm not knocking it because I mean, shit. Everybody got to get it how they got to get it. I definitely think that. I just think that if that is not something that is established by the owner, that can become toxic for other people.
It can, absolutely.
And so all these things that we're saying is not like, oh, you can't have no kids in the salon, or you can't do that. No, you can do whatever the fuck you want your salon to be. However you want your salon to look, be that.
Yeah.
Do that. Just understand the way you roll may not be how everybody else rolls.
Right.
So I'm not telling you you can't have no kids in my goddamn place, but you can have kids anywhere you want. If you want to eat and shit and leave your trash out, I remember in my old spot, my neighbor was cool, and I don't give a shit, but I did not like what was toxic for me is that when I come into my salon. Now I'm not against weed at all. Never been against cannabis. But what we don't do for me and my business, we don't have cannabis in my business. We're not partaking in it anyway. And so when my clients would drive up and people outside drinking or smoking, we got a problem. You get what I'm saying? Again, we can't do that shit everywhere we go. This is a business.
Right.
That wasn't even my business, but it felt toxic for me because we shared like a building together. It was just us two in this one big building. And she had her side and I had my side, but it was just like, and she wasn't a problem. Somebody else that was working in there. It wasn't even her. You know what I'm saying? And so I would come in my salon and my salon would smell like weed. I don't.
That's an issue.
That's an issue.
Right.
Because I got clients that come in who don't, I got church clients and whatever else. And it's
law enforcement clients.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide or, be like, oh, we can't have. But we at work. This is business right now. And so for me, that creates, because how I felt was, even though, thank goodness, it was my aunt that drove up and was like, girl, they outside smoking and drinking. And then my other client is cool. She came in and was like, girl, it smells like straight weed in here. So luckily it was them. Right. But if that wasn't them, I could have lost clients.
Yeah. Like, you never know.
Because they thought, they would think, oh, well, she got all these folks hanging out outside, which they ain't my client.
Right.
Or they in there smoking, whatever. That ain't me. But, I could have lost clients because that can be considered toxic for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that shit pissed me off.
I agree with you. I feel like I always say, and I have always said this, when I had my salon, when I was working at the other salon, when I was training at a salon, wherever I go, this is what I say. No matter what you do, whatever libations you decide to partake in, okay? Now,
and we with the shits, y'all.
Now,
Don't get it. We with the shits.
Definitely with the shits.
We're with the shits. Okay.
So, which brings me to game recognized game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck if you hit the blunt right before you come in. You better have some blunt power, because that's what back home we sell these little things, containers called blunt power. Spray it.
And what it take the smell away?
I mean, and whatever the whatever the
do we have that here?
Flavor it. I haven't. Y'all don't have drive-throughs, so.
They said, hold up.
Oh, but
I know this is solely off top. They said weed at the drive-through.
No, they sell the blunt power stuff, things that you may need to dissipate the smell and stuff.
Okay. I should bring some of that shit down here. I just want to smell. Does it
but
smell
you know
good?
what?
Does it smell good?
I got whatever car. I got some blunt power in my car.
Okay. But
that's
for another day.
That's for another day. But I don't care if you do that.
Right.
When you come in the building,
I don't want to smell that.
No one needs to know.
Right.
No one needs to smell.
Y'all should get on edibles for that.
No one needs to, right. No one needs to smell your weed smoke. No one needs to smell the alcohol that you partook in.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs to smell your mustiness. Mm-hmm. Nobody needs to smell your, I just got thrashed. Nobody needs to smell any foulness.
So let me tell you, me and one of my close friends, we used to go get our nails done all the time together. Mm-hmm. I know when I work out, bitch, I am the funkiest, the funkiest. Okay, I know I can smell my own self. Yeah. So bitch, that means I need a shower. Mm-hmm. Let's go get our nails done. I'm like, hey, let me take a shower. We ain't got time for that. So I get to the nail salon. I'm getting my nails done. I know I'm foul. I know I am, and I hate that the guy is on my feet because, bitch, it's down. Baby, you getting all that.
Damn.
She reached slivers of me. She says, bitch, you stink. I said, bitch, I told you that before we got here. Shout out to my home girl. She know who she is when she hear this shit. She was like, bitch, you funky. I know I am.
I told you.
So I have been foul. But yes.
But not going to work though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we're not going to work.
We're going to work.
Yeah.
So we're going to work, and whatever you need to do to get your mind right so that you can have a productive day.
Like if you are a person who like to partake before you come to work, that's cool. Do that shit naked. Do that shit at the house.
However,
change your clothes.
That's what I used to.
Just change it.
I'm like, man,
don't do that.
And then take a shower and get ready for work and whatever.
Because not every client, not every stylist wants to smell.
And they shouldn't. because some people consider offensive.
Yes, people go to church smelling like that. It's offensive. So
It could be offensive. So
that's toxic.
To keep it from being toxic, let's keep in mind how we smell. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep in mind. Now, another thing is, and here's the thing, is what I say, like as an OG, as a mentor, I want to see us all win. I want to see you win, baby girl. Let me teach you a couple things. Like, let's do this. I'm going to pull you to the side because game recognize game. Baby girl.
So what's funny is that we meet in this industry, we meet a lot of um, stylists. So then I'm gonna say this: when I first got in the industry and I was applying for salon jobs before I got the one I got, I had went to this salon. Dope. This was a dope salon. It was cool. The people were cool, but I knew it was gonna be toxic for me. They seemed like cocaine. They seemed like heavy cocaine. It just seemed like heavy cocaine use. And that's really because they party a lot. Like they would host parties. It would be the whole salon, but they would host like all these big parties. They were drinking. It just seemed like there was just this vibe that I was like,
you could tell.
They just seemed like heavy cocaine users. And I was just like, you know what? And they weren't, of course, they weren't us. They were, you know. And so it was just like, I don't think this is my speed. Like, I like to roll, but y'all roll a little too hard for me.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Rock. Is it this? Rock on.
Rock on.
Rock on.
Literally rock on.
Do your thing. However, I'm out.
Yeah. And so it was like one of those things, but that was their salon culture. Yeah. So it was cool for all of them. Everybody was they was happy to party, and I was like fresh. I was still young, but I was like, shit, I got a child. I got responsibilities. I can't be I came to learn and work, and I'm not gonna say they probably would have taught me so much shit, but I couldn't get past how I feel that this is maybe a very toxic environment for me. And I didn't want to get my shit wrapped. I didn't want to get myself wrapped up in shit that I wasn't able to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it all boils down to.
Yeah. So I politely just bowed on out.
For you, you exit stage left.
I mean, in real talk, I'm not really sure if they actually hired me or not, but I bowed down before. Even if they did hire me, I don't really know.
You exit stage left.
Yeah, I exit. Whether they wanted me or not, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is for me.
I think that's what it's all about. If it's not for you, then you know when it's not for you. As a client, as a stylist, whatever the case may be. However, we all want to do away with toxic salon
culture because at the end of the day, life can already be toxic in general. Life is already hard. You got your kids shit, your spouse shit, your school shit. You got bills, a number of things. People are going through a lot of shit. The last thing you want is to go to work and feel like this is a really fucked up environment. This is not where I need to be. It brings the morale down. And this is not even just in salon. This is like any company.
Overall, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've all worked for companies where we're just like, I don't think I need to be here. Like this shit. I remember I cried one night at one of my first jobs out of college, doing it in my field. And I cried because I came home and I was like, I'm sick of these goddamn people. I feel like it just was everything. It's just the toxic. If it wasn't my boss that was toxic, it was the VP of the department that was toxic. It was the VP of the company that was toxic. It was just everything about it from the top down. I just was like, I hated that job. And saying that to say, like, you don't know what people are going through. So when you add that toxic shit to your day-to-day work environment, you don't really know what the hell you're doing to someone.
That's why people, what they say, go postal.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Because there's been days I'm like, I said, one more client. You got one more to holler at me. And I promise you, I'm setting this bitch off. One more. I wasn't playing. I don't. I
Mhm.
have enough other shit to deal with. I don't have time for that kind of shit and toxic
Mhm.
shit. And so I just think that in the salon industry, we're supposed to be here. We're supposed to be, having a good time. We're supposed to be relaxing, having a good environment. Whether you relax or
Uplifting,
turn up or
motivating, make you
whatever that is,
yes.
but do it, but always have some type of policies in place. There's always a line. There's
Mhm.
always. I don't give a shit if everybody in that joint is smoking and drinking Hennessy. There's always a line that no one should be crossing over. So I just think that if y'all kind of work on that toxic, you work on your management skills, your leadership skills, and you know,
It,
better yourself.
it can make things a lot more smoother,
Yeah,
and it helps those who work with you respect you more,
yeah,
respect one another more, and respect themselves. It
yeah.
helps build confidence, like all of that, all of that.
Because people, what I think what salon owners fail to realize is, especially if you've been an OG in it, when these younger stylists come to you, they're looking up to you as their
Yes,
mentor. Like real talk, like
yes.
you're sitting there as an OG, like, ah, yeah, shit, I did this and I'm doing that, and you don't give it, you being messy or whatever, not even realizing that
They looking at you. You're
you're
setting
setting an
examples.
example, you're setting the
Absolutely.
tone for that next stylist of how she gonna run her salon. Or
Hmm.
when you get tired of running this one and you like, hey, I want somebody to step up, now she gonna continue the same bullshit you've been doing. So I just think that as a leader, shit, like they look up to you.
Yeah.
They want that advice.
Yeah. So you should conduct yourself as such, because if you are a leader and you burnt out and all and mean, then what type of energy or motivation do you think that you are giving off or giving to your stylist, those who
Yeah,
are looking up to you?
yeah.
It's more than well, that's a whole, which is a whole nother topic in itself. Like,
But be the salon you would like to work. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Be a salon that you would want your daughter to work in or your son to work in,
right,
or you know what I'm
that
saying?
part, that part.
Yeah, because
No, for real, no. I mean, just as simple as that, and
yeah,
that makes all the sense in the world. You can't, and even if you want to continue to be, this is my salon, I'm gonna run this and this and that, but you tired, you burnt out, you mean, you don't have personable skills, you don't know how to conduct yourself, your delivery is fucked up, and you just bitter.
bitter as shit.
Then it's okay to hire someone to do that, do that for
Hmm.
you. It's okay to have someone come to your salon, or come, or have your stylist, your team, because collectively that's what you are, a
Regardless
team.
if you're booth rent or
Don't
commission,
matter,
you're
you're
a
a
team.
team.
You're
You're
a
a
team.
team,
Y'all
you're
are
a
on.
family, you're
Yeah.
a team. So it's okay to hire someone to come in and run your salon smoothly. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Or
And
it's
so
okay to maybe if you have a stylist that's in your salon already who's already displaying
then you have,
leadership skills,
absolutely.
then hey, whether it's a knockoff her rent, her booth rent, or a up and
Have
pay
that
commission,
conversation with them,
yeah,
so that they can share what they know,
yeah.
share their knowledge, and love on the team, and pour into. That's what it's about. Pouring
And
into the team.
if you actually do that, Sherlyn, it'll actually reduce a lot of your responsibility as an owner,
Yeah,
and it
that.
will take some stress off you as an owner.
Yeah, but that's what some don't, what I'm saying, realize, like,
I mean, it
it
could be for
takes
various
that.
reasons. For
And
I
it
can't,
could
I
be.
can't do, whether it's money
It could
thing or
be.
whatever. But
It could be. But, and you know how we were saying, take some courses on leadership, or problem solving, or whatever, this and that. Even if you don't take courses,
there's some goddamn articles you can read.
a motherfucker chat GPT. Shit. Ask
You can
chat.
AI your
You
shit.
can
Like
AI, yeah, chat your shit. You know what I'm
you can
saying?
YouTube your
Read
shit.
up on it. You can never learn too much. You can never do too much. You may have
Yeah.
a stylist that is into some shit that you have never experienced, have no idea about, or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
But you can read about it so you can know how to communicate with them so that they can be successful.
You know what? Which reminds me of toxic. Just like as of recently, that young lady that killed the McDonald manager because of the toxic environment. She talked to me wrong. I'm tired. I was sick of her shit. She was talking to me crazy,
Hey,
and I ain't like that. Hold up, and I ain't like that negative energy. So she comes in and stabs the lady to death. So you get what I'm saying? Like people don't realize people on edge.
You don't fuck around with the right one.
You gonna fuck around and find out. And
you don't fuck around with the right one on the wrong day.
Yeah.
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 So it's just one of those things. Like I think we definitely all need to really, really, really go back and really reevaluate how we run our business, how we want our business to go when it comes to the stylist, the leadership, the clients. We just really need to all go back and kind of regroup on how shit should be ran. Fuck that formula of the week.
Fuck that formula of the week. This is what we got to say. Cute decor does not fix chaos. If the team's toxic and the leadership is lost, the salon is just expensive dysfunction. Find the leadership and man, clutch it and make some goodness of it.
And do better.
And do better.
Well, you guys like that episode for the day? Shirley, how you feel about it today?
Oh, I love that episode for today. I think it was, I got a lot off my chest. Shit.
I feel like you got a lot off your chest. Some personal shit she was holding on to.
I got a lot off my chest.
But thank you guys for tuning in today. So if you like the discussion, if you want to send us your dirty chair confession, or if you have something to say about the episode, like it or not, just want to put your input in, stylist, observer, client, whoever you are, you can always send us an email at talk@fthatformula.com, or you can DM us on Facebook or IG under F That Formula Podcast. We offer uh, ebooks available as well as training courses, and you can just come get your hair done if you just like, I'm just looking for a goddamn hairstylist. If you're looking for somebody to do some locks or you're looking for something else, we can do all that. But anyways, yeah, so just hit us up if you guys have something to say or you want to, send your dirty chair confession. Every Wednesday, we will be posting videos of the podcast. So please tune in and please subscribe. And until next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Time, we're going to holler at you. Peace out.